Yo, what's up, everybody? Yeah, welcome to the Mike Dolce Show. Today we're doing something fun. I call it Fat Loss Fridays. So just know that every Friday on this channel, approximately 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will host a live Q&A focused specifically on fat loss. Now, I'm have a topic I want to talk about, but I'm also going to answer your questions. We're going to keep this quick, concise, and highly actionable, which means as soon as we're done, heck, while we're talking, you should be making plans and making changes to your life to dramatically start dropping body fat. Now, as we speak here, bang, bang, I will ask you to just give this video a thumbs up while I'm talking. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to this channel so we can further engage in the future. I am dedicated to giving you the most honest, actionable, evidence-based information to dramatically improve your life. Keep putting those questions in the chat. I will get to them here in a minute. The topic of today is getting shredded, right? Getting shredded while on a budget. I deal with a lot of people every day through my one-on-one consultations. Click the link below, dolcedietshop.com. Set up a one-on-one with you and I. Nearly every person I speak with, mostly men, but quite a few ladies, very high income and damn near can't scratch two pennies together. Regardless of where you stand in life, you want to lose fat, you want to get leaner, you want to get shredded. And even those who say, I don't really want to lose that much weight, BS. If you were leaner, if you were tighter, if I could see your abs, if you could feel the striations between your abs, you're going to be mad at that? Of course not. You would love that. The ladies would love to look at that and, God forbid, consensually touch that, right? Just to be clear, nobody has ever gotten mad because they were too lean, ever. I've never dealt with one person who was like, man, I'm just too lean right now. You can be too skinny. Sure. You can be too light. Definitely. But never too lean. And I want to teach you how to get lean, how to get shredded while maximizing the preservation of lean muscle tissue and hopefully increasing muscle tissue while keeping your body weight exactly where you want it to be while getting in amazing shape. Again, bang, bang, thumbs up, comments below, leave those chats. I'll get there. Now, getting shredded on a budget, man, this is easier. It's actually easier to get shredded on a budget than it is to get shredded when you have a surplus of income. Why is that? Because when you have a lot of money in your pocket, you want to spend it. You want to spend it, and the more money you have, the more options you have. And that's one of the biggest issues with regards to diet and compliance. The options get in the way. Here at the Dolce Diet, what we want to do is control the variables. We want to fix the variables. We want to ensure we understand exactly what you're doing, exactly what you're eating, so we can curate your progress. Same thing as you. So now the takeaways. What you need to do is focus on eating evenly spaced meals throughout the day. Omar, my brother, thank you for that super chat donation. I appreciate those. They go back to the channel to upgrade the channel and certainly to bring you a better product, to bring more members of the team on. So thank you all for those donations. Omar, you're the man. I will enjoy that, or I will read that question about our one-on-one consultation yesterday, in fact. Now, as we're talking about controlling these variables, and this is the main takeaway here, I want to hammer this hard, then I'm going to jump into your questions. If you want to get shredded, my friends, it's not about CICO, calories in, calories out. It's not about that. That's not the most important part here. The most important part is compliance. And guys like Greg Doucette, they jump over the compliance issue and they talk about calories in, calories out, calories in, calories out, calories in, calories out. But that's not the way the human body works. The human body does not work based upon mathematics. The human body works based upon biology, which is not a mathematical science. The human body is also directed by psychology. And if we don't understand the psychology of eating, the mathematics don't matter. 40 grams of carbs, 42 grams of carbs, 38 grams of carbs, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we're not controlling the variables. And to control the variables, we have to control our psychology, which then mediates our emotions, our emotional response to food. Yes, this is very important. Why do you think people binge and purge and have all sorts of disordered relationships with food? Yes, your disordered relationship with food is not accurate in that it is not the direct relationship with food. The disordered relationship is with yourself. Okay? You have to listen to this, my friends. You will never get shredded without drugs dumping all sorts of nasty, destructive PEDs into your body that will ruin your life long term. You will not get shredded. You will not reach that ideal Goldilocks physique you're looking for unless you understand the psychology of eating a certain type of food, eating at certain times, in the compliance of structuring a lifestyle that facilitates healthy progress. To do that, forget fasting, forget keto, forget all the other BS. I'm going to do fasting and keto videos next week. I'm going to go hard on that community. You're going to make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'm going to blow keto and fasting off the internet next week, right? There's some names out there, some very unscrupulous individuals who are very popular who have done you guys a disservice, but I digress. So with regards to this video, in order to get shredded, you must understand your psychology. Your psychology is your relationship with food, but that is an emotional relationship with yourself. People, humans, we are emotional beings. We're all batshit crazy. You are batshit crazy. I am batshit crazy. My video of yesterday, I believe the day before yesterday, where I speak about burn it or build it, enhancing your superpower. What makes you great is also what makes you so destructive to other aspects of your life. Food is simply a tool to build or destroy your life. You must understand that, my friends. If you don't understand that, you will never have the success you seek. You will scroll the Instagram and you'll look at all the dudes who are on Winstrol and Clenbuterol and Anavar and Trenbolone and SR and GW and Frag and whatever else it might be. All of those pharmaceutically enhanced, and I'm not hating, that's fine. Do what you do. But you will never compete with them, because they also are jumping over the psychological and the emotional side of controlling their decisions. They're usurping that with pharmacological intervention, right? Because it's a weakness of character in many ways, unless you're stepping on an IFBB professional bodybuilding stage. But every IFBB pro I know has a very severe inherent emotional, personal void and flaw and weakness that actually propels them to get on the stage. A little boy in a gorilla suit is the metaphor that's often used. That is created by bodybuilders, and that's very true. I'm giving lots of context here, my friends. I haven't even spoken about calories or macros yet. We'll get there. Don't worry. That matters, but that doesn't matter nearly as much as your psychological state does with regards to getting shredded. You want to get shredded. You want that dick skin thin physique, right? Nobody has ever gotten mad at me when they looked down and they said, holy shit, I see veins in my abs. Not just I see my abs for the first time. I see the veins running through my abdominal wall. I see the striations of the individual ab muscle. I can actually see the ligaments and the tendons connecting my serratus, my intercostals, my obliques to my rectus abdominis. Holy cow, Dolce. Not one person ever got mad at me or wanted a refund for that. Ever. You can get there. You can get there without drugs, absolutely without drugs. And if you do it without drugs, you will keep it. possibly forever. This is real. This is true. I'm not mad if you use drugs. Fine. Do you. Libertarian here. Do make your own decisions. Be healthy. Be safe. Work with a doctor. Get your bloods done every 3 months. Please do that. Please do that. This isn't really the channel for that. We can speak to it and help you be better and healthier. But I'm not going to talk about drugs and taking drugs or push you to drugs or infer you should take drugs like a lot of these other adults running around on the internet screaming at the camera, encouraging drug use. That's lazy. That's weak mentality. They need drugs because psychologically they're weak individuals. It's true. It's true. They won't deny that. They might get their butt hurt about it, but they won't deny that. Now, if there's financial compensation that is associated with a certain athletic performance, yeah, that's more of a gray area. I can understand the temptation for drug use to get that 50K, 100K, Mr. Olympia, 400K check. Okay. But that's going to take a decade or more of very destructive, disordered behavior. And we all have to agree here. It's like I'm bagging on bodybuilding, but it's easy to do. That bodybuilding in and of itself is a very disordered behavior. It's emotionally disordered. It's psychologically disordered. It's physically and physiologically disordered. To do that to their body, to go to the extremes that they go to ingest the nasty, negative, harmful, toxic chemicals that they do on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis for the course of their career. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it, right? And most of them, the honest bodybuilders, will agree with that. We're going to push that aside. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about you right now as the healthy individual who wants to live a really long life, who wants to do everything in your power to outpace your genetic flaws and limitations, to which we all have. I have heart disease in my family. I have diabetes in my family. I have stroke in my family. I got the shit pot of genetics. So I have to really focus, which is why I'm so passionate, which is why I'm so knowledgeable, which is why I spend so much time and energy and salaries and projects and research to do my best to uncover the healthiest practices to also achieve those short-term aesthetic and athletic performance goals. And that's what I'm sharing with you right now, my friends, right? You want to get shredded. That's easy to do with the simple plan. Okay. Now, the topic of this video is getting shredded on a budget. I love that. I love that. Why is that? Because the less money you have to spend, the less money you will spend. And I want you to blow your budget on the highest net nutrient foods. Period. The end. Period. The end. I sell a protein powder, the DOLCE Whey Pro, a grass-fed, cold-processed, cross-flow, microfiltered, 5-ingredient whey protein isolate. I don't want you to buy it until your diet is perfect and you followed the perfect diet for weeks and for months, to the point that you finally need additional supplementation to hit your total protein cap without spilling over total calories, or to make your lifestyle a little easier because you've done everything to eat the proper healthful foods for 6 weeks, 12 weeks, 6 months, continued on. That's important to know. Most people with brands and products and such, they're going to push you to their product right away. I'm not. I'm telling you the truth. Hopefully, you stick with me long enough for those 6 months, 12 months, 6 years, and you realize you could use a little DOLCE Whey Pro in your life down the road. Hold off. Let's get your diet right first. And in order to get your diet right, you got to get your mind right. You have to get your psychology right. You have to get your emotions correct, right? You become in control of yourself, because it's not just touching down and getting lean. It's then maintaining that. It's living a lifestyle that's just who you become. Okay? So now, quick takeaways. We're going to look at 4 basic meals. 4 basic meals evenly spread throughout the day, every 4 hours on average. I would be happier if you get in 5 meals. Now, on a budget, we're looking at bulk ingredients. What are these bulk ingredients? We're looking at oats, cheap, buy them in bulk. We're looking at jasmine white rice, basmati white rice, cheap, buy it in bulk. We're looking at ground beef. I'm looking at 93% or greater ground beef, ground turkey. I'm looking at eggs. Buy the 36 count eggs. Go to Costco. Now, as best as you can, get these organic. Get these non-GMO. Get these fair trade certified. As best as you can, because I was a young, poor kid also on a budget. I get it. Those of you who want, you can go to Piedmontese, Piedmontese, Piedmontese. Use the DOLCE promo code to save 25%. I make no money off that. I gave you 100%. It was give you guys 10% and I get to keep 15. I said, no, give them everything. You get 25% off at Piedmontese.com where you can get grass-fed, grass-finished beef. And I suggest the 5-pound ground beef, grass-fed, grass-finished ground beef of certified Piedmontese steak. It's insane, and it will be cheaper than if you go to the local grocery store. Delivered free to your front door, right? So I'll leave a code for that down below. That's where I get mine. Super inexpensive. A little more than just like that dirty Costco meat. Just a little bit more. To me, that's worth it. The white rice, I'm just going to get the white rice if I'm super broke. The oats, I'm just going to get the super plain oats if I'm super broke. So I will maybe avoid a little bit of the extra higher quality Bob's Red Mill. I might avoid that a little bit, but I can get that super cheap on Amazon. I'm gonna kick up the extra $1.17, right? The extra $1.17 it might cost to get the upgraded Bob's Red Mill oats instead of just the traditional general jerk off oats that has a little contaminants in there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a big old bag of apples. Right? So we have our carb sources are what? We have oats, we have rice, a bag of white potatoes, a bag of sweet potatoes. This costs nothing. We're talking about pennies on the dollar this stuff costs. Real whole food. Ground beef, ground turkey, change it up a little bit. Eggs. All of our protein is covered. All of our protein is covered. Extra virgin olive oil in the big red or the big tub. I like Casandrinos. Casandrinos olive oil by far is my favorite. It's a little more pricey. Buy it in bulk. You can get it a hell of a lot cheaper. It's going to last you forever. A big ass bag of apples. I'm going to go and get flash frozen berries, mixed berries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries. Flash frozen berries retain a very high net nutrient content of the ripe fruit upon the time it was picked. That right there, for simple, this is basic. That right there, you can easily construct 4 full meals per day for under $50 a week. We've done the research when we wrote our college diet guide, how to make gains while at college for broke-ass college kids. The average was between $43 and $47, depending if they upgraded some of the organic things, $43 to $47. Get a big ass nut butter, peanut butter, almond butter, probably the best 2 bangs for the buck. You can go and have those ground yourself. Now you have a big ass tub of a peanut butter, which is super inexpensive. Get a blend tech, even easier. If you have one, get a blender if you can have one. Ask for one for Christmas for mom or dad or Aunt Flo or whoever it might be. Honestly, so then you can make your own nut butters. Super simple. Grind up the nuts with a little bit of olive oil. Just keep adding a little bit more until it has the consistency that suits you. Awesome. This is what I did when I was a broke-ass kid making gains. Now we have, all right, so now we have all the basic bulk ingredients. Everything I just said is perfect. You have your 4 full meals per day. You have your breakfast meal, which is the oats, the nut butter, some of the fresh fruit. I'm going to throw in some eggs or some egg whites on the side. This is where a whey isolate might be beneficial down the road as budget frees up a little bit. You have, again, you can do whole eggs and omelets and scrambles and things such as that. I am going to recommend getting a big ass bag or a few tubs of spinach, getting raw spinach. So you have those, bang, you're constantly throwing the spinach in there. Asparagus is inexpensive, works great. Peppers and onions, you can get those, a big old bag of red onions. Super inexpensive. Once again, pennies on the dollar, my friends. Adds a lot of flavor, increases digestive activity, digestive efficiency. Now you can start making these skillets all day long. These stir fries, we say. Some of the ground beef, some of the ground chicken, some of the ground turkey. Stir up the eggs. Make it egg fried rice. My God, I love the egg fried rice. I'll throw a little bit of turkey into it. Add some Bragg's liquid aminos. It tastes like a soy sauce. I'm good. You can bulk on these meals too. Bulk or shred. But now I'm going to wrap this up before I answer your questions here. That is inexpensive. Less than $50 a week. Okay? Less than $50 per week. Eating 4 full meals. Pro athlete style meals. Bodybuilder style meals. UFC fighter style meals. 4 times per day. Get a little thing, a handful of bananas, a bunch of bananas. So you're sitting there, cut the banana in half. It's got its own shell on it, right? Take the banana, cut it in half, put the shell in the refrigerator. You got it for later. Little snack. That was some almond butter, some peanut butter, pre-workout. Boom, perfect, done. Easy, 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 easy stuff, my friends. Easy stuff. Inexpensive. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get shredded. But now, back to the beginning, the psychology, now we have to control ourselves. Now we have to eat at 8, at 12, at 4, at 8. Bang, done. That's it. 8, 12, 4, 8, done. That's your day right there. That's your food right there. I'm hungry. Good. Be hungry. That's fat you dying. Don't feed fat you. Don't feed fat you. Let fat you die. Takes 3 days. Takes approximately 3 days. There's good peer-reviewed evidence to support this. The psychological impact of dieting and going through transitory phases and such. There's good evidence, but also anecdotally, which is battle tested, which is real world. Me working with thousands and thousands and thousands of clients as I have, takes 3 days for fat you to die, psychologically speaking. So you get used to being new you, stronger you, empowered you, leaner you, fitter you. Takes about 3 days to let that fat bastard die. Because that, oh, I'm hungry, poor me, woohoo. That's the emotional side that I alluded to earlier. That's fake. That's not real. You're not starving. You just ate. You just ate 2 hours ago. You're not starving. You're going to eat 2 hours from now. That's the emotional, the psychological interplay that we have, which is why you right now aren't lean. You're not shredded, most likely. The vast majority of you are not even close to your fitness goals. And I'll draw this over to finances also. It's the same exact principles I use for my fitness or the exact same ones I use for my finances. And many other aspects of life. That's a different video, different time. But it's the psychology. It's controlling the emotions. As Rogan says, it's quieting your inner bitch, conquering your inner bitch. There's a lot to that. Joe's got a great point in that. So the disordered relationship with food, a healthy relationship with food. Food is just the avatar. Food is just the muse. It's the healthy relationship with yourself. That's what matters. So now you're eating. It's a 4-meal minimum to get shredded. I prefer 5 to 6 meals, ideally. So then you're eating at 7, at 10, at 1, at 4, and at 7. Ooh, that's a much better day for me. That is a much better day for me. You want to get crazy now? You want to get even leaner? Well, here's what we do. Say you're eating 2,500 calories. We'll say 3,000. You're eating 3,000 calories per day, spread through 4 meals. That's 750 calories per meal, 4 hours apart. Now we say, you know what? I'm going to go from 4 meals to 5 meals. Now I'm eating 600 calories per meal. 5 meals now, same 3,000 calories. So you know what? Now I'm going to go 6,000 calories or 6 meals per day. Now I'm going to have 500 calorie meals spread 6 times throughout the day. I'm eating the same total calories throughout the day, but I'm increasing now my feeding times. what we see, and I'll argue with PhDs all day about this because I have the data to support it, as long as we're fixing and managing the variables, you will see much greater fat loss as we start to increase feeding times while not dropping calories. And there could be the thermic response to digestion, and then you can debate whether or not you burn actual more calories actually digesting the 750 calories in one single meal, or if we're breaking up into multiple meals. But I have the data to show it. I have the real world athletes. I have the bod pods, and I have the DEXAs, and I have the InBodies. I have the dunk tanks. I have the actual scale. I have the blood work. But I have the athletes stepping on the scale at 4:10 p.m. in front of thousands and millions of people on the UFC stage, looking like gods and goddesses. And I have the photos of a week before and a week before and a week before and exactly what they eat every time of day. I mean, so I could make the argument, and that's fine. You could argue a different point. That's fine. But my system works. Our system works. It works. Oh, it works. All day, every day, it works. And you get to eat. So it's not about just dropping calories. CECO, calories in versus calories out. Eventually it gets there. But that's blue belt. That honestly, calories in versus calories out, create a deficit, bang, lose weight. That is such a blue belt concept. I might even demote you to a 4-stripe white belt. If that's all you do, that's all you know, if that's how you manage your clients. That's not what we do here. We are a black belt in the industry, right? Black belt in the industry. We're so good at what we do, nobody even understands what they do because it seems so simple. When you see a black belt roll, everything they do just looks so easy. It looks so easy, so simple. He just went out there and he just armbarred the person. But the average uninitiated spectator doesn't see the 200 finer details that were expertly managed in order to make it look so easy. Nutrition is the same way, my friends. So to go back and to really kind of, summarize what we just spoke about here. And I'm going to answer your questions. Bang, bang. Give this video a thumbs up, my friends. This information is gold. Nobody else with my credentials, my experience, is giving you guys the free information like this. Nobody is getting in here and engaging and taking the time to really spend with you and drill down into these areas with you. And if they are, I hope they are. Maybe they are. Maybe I'm just not seeing their channels. Leave their names below and I'll give them a huge high five and a shout out. I love to support and push my friends, push you guys into other communities that have the same integrity and experience that we have. But the vast majority doesn't take the time to do what we do, right? I'm here to help you. So I just ask for that thumbs up, which gives us greater levels of engagement. And hopefully the overlords at YouTube realize that we are a worthwhile channel that they can start to promote to other like-minded, very cool individuals like you. So I appreciate that, my friends. Now, let me jump in here. Let me answer any quick questions before I do have to go out. I got to pick my daughter up from school, which is always fun. It's the favorite part of my day. You guys are like the very close second favorite part of my day. Picking my kids up from school is the favorite part of my day. Loshi says, what's up, Mike? What's up, Loshi? Joe, what's good? Dolce, F you. Hope you have a great weekend. My weekend is off to an amazing start, but you already knew that. Paul Denman, hey, coach, what's healthy foods while keep me feeling full, please, as I need to shift about 10 stone? Paul, go back and watch the beginning of this video, my friend. I think you jumped in a little late, maybe a little early, because I've already answered that. Right? We have the oats, we have the rice, we have the ground, the lean 93+% ground beef, the ground chicken and or ground turkey. We have the wholesale big old batch of eggs. If you got some chickens in your backyard, even better. We have a bag of apples. We have a bag of white and or sweet potatoes. We have a bag of red onions. We have those big canisters or clamshells, as they call them, of spinach. That's all you need. A little bit of Bragg's liquid aminos. You divide that into 4 evenly sized meals, about the same protein, about the same carbs, about the same fats at every single meal, fibers in every meal, 4 times per day. And then we just basically take that meal, each one of them, we make them a little bit, about 20% smaller, 25% smaller, and we add a 5th meal. So now it's the same total calories per day. but now we're eating 5 times instead of 4 times. Watch what happens, my friends. You want to get shredded. You want to get shredded on a budget. Trust me here. Fix your variables. Stay consistent. Conquer your inner bitch. Watch what happens in 3 weeks, in 6 weeks, in 12 weeks. If anybody's interested, go to thedolcediet.com. We have a personalized online 4-week and 12-week weight loss program. Everything you need, every recipe, every workout is personalized and programmed for you on your mobile, on your laptop, on your tablet, all at thedolcediet.com. If you want it, it is there. Joel says, already gave a thumbs up. Thank you, Joel. You are a legend. John Trigg, my man, John, I got your email. Thank you, my friend. I will be shooting you a reply this evening. Thank you, John. I'm excited for that. Nick L, quick thumbs up from Chicago. We'll watch the playback on the drive home. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you. Loshi, I won't be mad, but I'll be hungry. Hell yeah, Loshi. Joe says, hey, bro, I know you've covered this. What's the best pre-workout meal for us early morning workout warriors? And how long should we have it prior to our workout? Usually it's a little sugar hit. A little sugar hit usually works best if you have to train with resistance. You want to get a little bit of sugar into your system, right? If you're training with resistance, if you're training at high intensity, this is a glycolytic activity. You will need the sugar. You will need the glucose to fuel that. Very difficult if you're completely fasted. You'll usually run out of steam rather fast. Sean says, video after video. Wow, that's right. I just did a video on Mr. Olympia, 7-time 212 Mr. Olympia. Flex Lewis just announced he is unable to compete at this year's Mr. Olympia. I did a brief video before that, which is why this was a little late. Remember, Fat Loss Fridays, every Friday at 10 a.m. I'm going to come on here and talk about fat loss with you in a live Q&A. Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Fat Loss Fridays. Omar, what's up, coach? I really enjoyed the one-on-one consult yesterday. Thanks for everything you do, my brother Omar. I appreciate it. It is an honor. It was a great honor to speak with you, Omar. And those of you who want it, who care, who are interested, I conduct one-on-one consultations all day. I do them all day. One-on-one consultations. Go to DOLCEdietshop.com to set up your own one-on-one consultation with me. We go down, we go deep. Anything and everything you want to know, we get in there, we get our hands dirty, we troubleshoot it, and we get you on the right path. Doesn't matter whether it's fitness, whether it's finances, building your business, whatever it might be, troubleshooting, health issues, whatever it might be. Talking MMA war stories. I'm happy to. DolceDietShop.com right now. My prices are dramatically lower than normal because of COVID. And I wanted to give you guys every possible opportunity to just set yourselves free and to make success. DolceDietShop.com. I got about 2 more minutes here, my friends. Wonder Boy. Hey, Dolce, do I need a degree to apply to be a DDC or those prerequisites for DDC? I'm an undergrad right now and want to be certified as a coach. Wonder Boy, great opportunity. You need nothing. The last event, we had two PhDs in our very last DDC. We had 4 individuals who had master's degree in the sciences. We had 2 people who did not yet get their GED, which is the high school diploma equivalency. We had 6 people who had high school diploma or the equivalent. The majority of the people who were in the DDC were regular old folks with a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of education, some certified trainers, some not, some licensed massage therapists, some not, some yoga teachers, some not, some mixed martial artists, some not, some military, some not, some law enforcement, some not, some EMTs, some not, LPNs, RNs. Does not matter. You do not need any education. You do not need any experience to register for our DDC, our Dolce Diet certification. We have registration open right now at DolceDietShop.com. Today is the last day to save $1,000 off the pre-registration price. Go to DolceDietShop.com right now and pre-register, reserve your spot with promo code SAVE1K, S-A-V-E, the number 1, the letter K, save 1K, save $1,000. Guys, this will change your life. This will change your life. This weekend will change your life. This experience will change your life. This education, this information will change your life. The tools you walk away with from this weekend will change your life. I know it because we've changed the lives of hundreds of certified coaches now. You become one of our endorsed local professionals in your area. You become an extension of your brand while owning and running your own private company. I teach you everything I've learned over the last 25 years in doing it to do it at zero expense. We say it is a cash flow positive business. To this day, I spend $0 on marketing. $0 on marketing. You don't see any web crawlers chasing you around when you go to one of my pages like you do with my peers. You don't see little clickbait images start popping up in your Facebook feed or your Instagram feed or on your YouTube channels. You don't see any of that. I don't waste that money. I teach you how to take that money and how to 3x, 5x, 10x multiples in revenue to you. This may or may not mean anything to you right now, but the end of your weekend, it will mean everything to you. How can a guy like me who grew up in poverty in a little 1 square mile, little fishing town, become one of the most respected, as Sports Illustrated said, Mike Dolce is one of the most sought after coaches in sports. How did I do that? I'm not a PhD. How did I do that? How did I get here? How did I establish this brand, this business, this clientele, this resume, and charge the rates that I do to the point that I have the financial freedom to sit here with you for hours a day for free? I don't charge you for this stuff. This is all free. Who here right now can just sit there and ramble on for hours on end for free and speak about the joy and passion of their art and their business? This is the opportunities that you can create if you become a Dolce Diet certified coach. I teach you everything you need to know, everything you want to know, but then we walk the journey with you, my team and I. We become a part of your team is the way it fits in. We become a part of your team, subordinate to you, but as a peer, as a mentor, as a friend, as a colleague. That's what the DDC is about. Again, last time, go to dolcedietshop.com right now. Click on the DDC. The Dolce Diet Certification and Fitness Conference. Click on that. Use promo code SAVE1K. Save, S-A-V-E, the letter or the number 1, the letter K. And if you do that today, this is the last day of our special, you will be enrolled for free into our Mastering the Weight Cut 3-hour seminar, which is a $500 seminar. We sell hundreds and hundreds of, I don't even know how many hundreds of seats we sell to that one. This will be free to you. You'll save $1,000 off the DDC. You'll get free $500 enrollment into the seminar, and you'll become a Dolce Diet certified coach working alongside our team, building your own brand and business. I cannot say enough about it. I want to change your life so you can get out there and change the lives of so many other people. Wonder Boy, jump in right now. Today's the last day, though, of the pre-sale, my friends. Today is the last day of these rates, of these prices. Get in right now. Couple quick questions. Shannon, F you, Shannon. Jesse Lee. Who's Jesse Lee? Dolce Diet certified coach in the house. What's up, Jesse? Alexi says, I don't care for drugs. I just need my green tea, coffee, pumpkin spice, emulsified MCT. So I take a mad dump before practice. I ain't mad at that. I like that. Well, Coach, when will the I Eat Carbs t-shirts be back? The exact shirt I'm wearing right now. Usually that's spring, but we'll see. I don't know how many. I think we only ran a few hundred this spring because of the pandemic. But we'll get them soon. I think we're going to do hoodies. But I think we're going to do some blue and white hoodies, also the black and white hoodies too. We got a few things in the lineup right now. I'm waiting for Zach. Where you at, Zach? I got to actually recommunicate some information with Zach. So I'll let you know here in the next week or so. Good. Shannon, will you make more Dolce No shirts again? I've been wanting one. Yes, that's right. We haven't done the Dolce No shirts in a while. I got to get those back out. All right, guys and gals, I know there's many more questions. Zach C with the $2 super chat donation. Thank you. List versus slow jog post-workout for fat loss, FBJ. I would go list. Unless you're an athlete, we would train more sports-specific field training, as we call it. If you're just looking for aesthetic, Zach C, after hard resistance training, I know you train hard, man. You're great sense of humor, but you're a legit dude when it comes to training. I would just walk it out. Your heart rate's going to be at that optimal rate, but you're not going to break down muscle tissue, which can happen if you're running. So I would walk it out. Lots and lots of more great questions, guys and gals. I appreciate that. How about this? How about at let's say 3 p.m. I come back on at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my Instagram, and I'll do a live Q&A for about 20 minutes on Instagram. For those who couldn't get their question answered here, I apologize. I have to pick up my daughter from school. Again, the best part of my day, hanging out with you guys, is the very close second best part of my day. I appreciate you. Go back and watch the beginning of this video again. What I speak about psychology and emotions with regards to getting shredded. It's a game changer. It is a game changer. You'll see that when you get in there. Again, Dolce Diet Certification and Fitness Conference, October 23rd, 24th, and 25th. That's this week. That's next week. So make sure you use that Save1K promo code, save that spot, and get enrolled into the Mastering the Weight Cut seminar. I want to see you guys there. Let's do this. Oh, man, I get so hyped up. Could you imagine being locked in a room with me for 3 days live via Zoom? This is just a quick little rant that I get to do. Woo! 3 days of full instruction gets insane. I appreciate you guys. Until next time. Boom.